Okay, the first volume that we're going to be working on is prisms and cylinders. Now you've already glued your shapes into your spirals. You have your Geomadoodle sheet where you're going to be recording the formulas, and then next to each shape is where you're going to be recording the examples that we're going to be walking through. So the first one that we're going to do is the volume of a cube. Measure the outside of your cube, and you must have 3 measurements. Back in elementary school, you found volume of a cube by doing length times width times height. Well, in junior high and high school, we change it to be V equals side cubed, because we know in a cube, all the sides are the same, and if we have 3 of them, if the measurement is the same, then we can just cube it. So when we did our measurements, we found that this piece was 5 centimeters, this piece was 5 centimeters, and this piece was 5 centimeters. So in my formula, I'm going to write V equals 5 cubed, which translates to V equals 5 times 5 times 5, which is V equals 25 times 5, and V equals 125 centimeters cubed. Now you'll notice that our label is cubed this time because we dealt with 3 measurements, a length, a width, and a height. All right, the next one we're going to do is a volume of a rectangular prism. The formula on your formula chart is just V equals capital B H, where B is the area of the base and H is the height from base to base. Now what you want to do is you want to shade your base in, and I've shaded one rectangle in. On a rectangular prism it doesn't matter, you just need to pick one rectangle and shade it in. And then you find your 3 measurements. You have your length, your width, and your height. Okay, so we have V equals big B times H. So I need to find the area of the base. Well, my shape is a rectangle, so how do I find the area of a rectangle? Well, that's length times width. So 6 times 3. And then from base to base, it was 6 centimeters. So 6 times 3 times 6. So V equals 18 times 6, and V equals 108 centimeters cubed. All right, the next prism we're going to do is a triangular prism. Now this is a triangular prism because the bases are triangles. They are not the rectangle, even though it may be sitting on the rectangle, it is the triangles. Same formula, V equals BH, where B is the area of the base, and again we shade in, so you pick one of the triangles and just shade it in. H is the height from base to base. So from triangle to triangle, how tall is this prism? Make sure you've shaded in the base, and then you need to find your 3 measurements. So we have the height from triangle to triangle, we have the base of the triangle, then your 3rd measurement is actually the height of the triangle itself. All right, so BH, well, area of the base. How do I find the area of a triangle? Well, that was base times height divided by 2, and then times the height from triangle to triangle. How tall is it? So the base of my triangle was 6, the height of my triangle was 5, so 6 times 5 divided by 2 times 6. So 6 times 5 is 30, 30 divided by 2 times 6. So 30 divided by 2 is 15. 15 times 6 is 90 centimeters cubed. Again, you have that cubed label on there because we've had 3 measurements. The next is the volume of a cylinder. Same formula, V equals BH, where B is the area of the base. Now, what shape is a cylinder sitting on? It sits on a circle. So we've shaded H is the height from base to base. So how tall is it from circle to circle? So make sure you shade in your base, and you need to find your 3 measurements. In this case, pi is going to be our 3rd measurement. So area of the base times the height. So how do I find the area of a circle? Well, the formula for area of a circle is pi r squared, but how many circles do I have? I have 2 circles. So that's where this 2 pi r squared h. So 2 times pi times my radius, which is 2.5 squared, times 15. This measurement from here to here on your cylinder is 15 centimeters. So 2 times 6 1/4 times 15. So 2 times pi times 93 3/4. And then I left this in radical form. Sometimes you may see it like this. Other times they may estimate by using 3. Other times they may take it all the way out by using 3.14. In this case, I just estimated and left it in the radical form. Actually, this is the more accurate way to answer it because we don't have a calculator. So 187.5 pi centimeters cubed.